Of affliction.
Of affliction.
Last time I checked, the ghost will be
Sweet.
that metal, man.
Come on, man.
That the brother sent the video out. Said it was showing the ghost. This is spiritual ghost, man.
God.
Hey, that's what he said.
Hey,
that's what he just said. He said through this furnace of affliction, not a literal furnace by building weapons.
And that's their baptism by what?
Fire.
Come on, man.
I gotta bring that.
Come on, man.
Bring it out, both of them, huh? Ninja style.
He got smoke.
Nah, man. Hey, read that one again. Please read that one again.
I'm gonna read it. Behold, I have goldsmith thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
The furnace of affliction, man. So that's that instrument that the Lord brings forth for his work, man. All right, we're gonna show you that, man. That's it on that. Get that Isaiah 41:14.
Oh, man, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one he said. This is
The apostles.
Come on,
the brother said that this is referring to
verse
the apostles.
40. Isaiah 40 is the apostles, huh? Chapter 40 is the apostles. Now, this, come on, this Yahawashi.
It's future prophecy. And tell you, the testimony of Yahawashi.
The spirit of prophecy.
All right.
Your Bible got more inscriptions off of that. This is 40.
Way off.
Isaiah 40 is the apostles.
This is talking about the elect.
This is Isaiah 41:10.
I mean, whatever you think. Wherever it started at.
Okay. Fear not, thou warm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said the Lord.
Well, the Lord said he's going to help the men of Israel, man. The elect. All right? Go ahead.
And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
The Holy One of Israel. And the Lord going to send his angels. All right?
Come on.
That's how he's going to help us, man. Remember.
Also, the conquerors.
The competence. All right? Remember, the angels are encamped around them that fear the Lord.
That's right.
So this is how the Lord is going to help Jacob. Go ahead, Al.
Behold, speaking of the Lord, I will make thee.
See, the Lord said he's going to make. See, this is the Lord being the smith, playing the role of the smith. All right? Playing the role of a craftsman. Playing the role of an artisan.
That's right.
All right? So the Lord say, I will make thee, referring to the Israelites. What he going to make them, huh?
A threshing instrument having teeth.
A threshing instrument having teeth.
Power.
All right? Meaning power, man.
Come on.
All right? Power to afflict.
Right?
All right?
Come on, bro.
Come on.
We saw the farm thing here, but this is metaphors, huh? It's not literal.
Nah, that's not referring to that right there. Go ahead.
Thou shalt thresh the mountain.
See, who's the mountain? It's the mountain of Esau. That's what's going to get thrashed. All right, by that instrument that the smith, a.k.a., all right, Yahawashi, a.k.a. the smith, all right, is going to bring through the fire. And we're going to show you that, man. Go ahead.
And beat them small.
And beat the mountain small, man, into powder, man. All right, just like King David said, man. Go ahead.
And shall make their hills as chaff.
All right, referring to the heathens. Yeah, look it up, huh? Yeah.
That word of chaff. He said that was the tares or something. What was the tares?
Not in that chapter,
Not in this
verse.
chapter, brother. See, that's what I say, brother. Hey, you read what you read. H 4 7 6 1. Press out. Come on, man. Thresh. Loose. That's a lot. That's it.
Come.
Hey, right before the 11. Come on, man. Hey, but that's the point, man. The Lord is doing the making, man. All right? The Lord is doing the forming and the fashioning, man. The Lord is doing the engraving, man. All right? And the Israelites is the instrument that's being engraved. The Israelite is the instrument that's being fashioned. The Israelites is the instrument that's being formed. All right?
To this day, man. To this day. Gone.
Until Shiloh comes.
Until you come back, man. Micah 4 and 11. Now, also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion.
All right, come on.
But they now not the thoughts of the Lord. No, not the thoughts of the Lord.
Yeah.
Neither understood that he's counsel. For he shall gather them as the shells into the floor.
Who you gonna go ahead, huh?
Arise and thresh.
Arise and thrash,
O daughter of Zion.
O daughter of Zion. All right, go ahead.
For I will make thy iron, their horn iron.
He's going to make our power iron, man.
Come on.
We're that rod, all right? That iron rod, man, that he's going to rule the nations with, man.
Come on.
Come on, huh?
And I will make thy hooves brass.
And he's going to make our hooves, the Lord say he's going to make our hooves brass. Referring to the Israelites, the Lord being the smith. All right? Go ahead.
And thou shalt beat in pieces many people.
So we're not going to beat our own people, man. All right? He's talking about the nations, man. That's who we're going to beat, man. Go ahead.
And I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth.
That's it on that. Get that Zechariah 13:7. Zechariah 13:7. You know?
Beautiful, man.
Like I say, all the brothers, man, y'all read these scriptures.
For yourself.
Read it
For
slow.
yourself,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
Don't let no man cuss you out or try to belittle you in the scriptures, man. We came out of there. We're not going back into suggestion, man.
Exactly.
It's like,
No, that's true.
come on, man.
That's true.
Come on.
You know?
Zechariah 13, verse 7. Oh, wait, O sword against my shepherd.
So he say, wait, O sword against his shepherd. The shepherd in this verse is the Israelites. Go ahead,
And against the man that is my fellow,
and against the Israelites. Go ahead.
said the Lord of hosts.
Because the other nations are metals too. They are instruments too. But in future prophecy, Israel is referred to as that metal that's being formed and fashioned as a thrashing instrument. Okay? Read what you got.
Smite the shepherd.
Smite the shepherd. So he's referring to the other nations to smite the shepherds. All right? Why? Because they're going off. Read.
And the sheep shall be scattered.
And the sheep going to be scattered. The Israelites. All right? Because he have used the other nations to scatter the Israelites. And we're going to show you that in Zechariah chapter 1. Go ahead.
And I will turn my hand upon the little one.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass
He said he's going to turn his hand on the little one. Read what you got.
that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
And that's what these people going to receive, the sword, the 2 parts, man. They're going to receive the sword. All right? They're going to be cut off and they're going to die. Read what you got.
But the third shall be left therein.
But the third going to be left therein. Read what you got.
And I will bring the third part through fire.
He going to bring the third part through the furnace. All right? Through the fire. All right? Through the coals and what else?
And will refine them as silver is refined.
And restore them, refine them as silver, which is a metal, is refined. And this is the Lord performing this, okay?
And will try them as gold is tried.
See, the Lord say he's going to try them where? Through the furnace of affliction, as gold is tried, which we know is a metal. All right? Future prophecy. Read what you got.
They shall call on my name,
Referring to the elect. Come on.
and I will hear them.
Come on.
I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord is my Yahweh.
And that's the point on that.
Ooh,
That's the point on that.
the goldsmith.
The goldsmith.
Hold on, brother.
Now
What you
let's
say, bro?
prove it further. Deuteronomy 4:20. All right? The Lord is performing this act, man. Shalom, brother. The Lord is performing this act, taking the third through the fire, man.
God.
All right? Through that furnace. And we're going to give you an example of the Israelites going through the fire, meaning the furnace of affliction. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 20.
And prove to you that the nations is the furnace. Okay? Read what you got.
But the Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace.
Hold on. The smith has taken you, these metals, and brought you out of the what? The iron furnace. Look up that word iron in that chapter, brother. Please. Baba Kusha. Baba Kusha.
Hey, I like that. See, brother ain't cuss me out. Call me out the name, please.
Baba Kusha.
Humbly, brother. Humbleness, brother. She like what 4 and 20, right?
Yeah, that's 4 and 20.
And it says the iron.
Yeah, we're going to look up that word iron.
Iron. Strong. H127.
Come on.
Perhaps from the root of iron, by extension, an iron implement, axe, head, iron, smith.
Come on, read what you got. What it say figuratively, it say? Ain't no figuratively? Oh, come
That's
on.
in the blues.
Nah, I got that in the definition. I'm going to get it. What that is, Deuteronomy?
4 and 20.
4 and 20. Deuteronomy 4 and 20. This is my sword. All right? that word iron in that verse. It's H1270. H1270. And just like the brother said, iron, or a material, furniture, utensil, all right, tool of iron, but figuratively, harshness, strength, oppression. That's the furnace, brother.
Salak.
That's the furnace. Oppression.
Come on, bro.
All right? Now read that Deuteronomy 4:20 again.
But the Lord has taken you and brought you forth out of oppression.
Don't that sound like the Smith? No.
Sweet.
Oh, you want to read it how it broke?
Out of the furnace. I want to still
Oh,
hear the furnace.
and brought you forth out of the iron furnace.
Out of the iron oppression. I mean, out of oppression furnace.
Yes.
But that's what you're going through. It's not a literal furnace, bro. All right? The furnace is what we're going through right now.
Affliction. That's right.
Affliction.
Come.
All right? The furnace of affliction.
That's right.
Come on,
The
man.
forming instrument is just a metaphor for us taking down the nation.
Come
That's
on,
right.
man.
It's metaphor.
The Lord say He gonna bring you. He brought you forth out of the furnace, of the iron furnace.
Come on, man.
Meaning what? The hardness of affliction,
That's
man.
right. In Egypt.
And that would say thrashing teeth, them teeth represents power.
Power.
He always took us out of all nations.
Come on, man.
And they go back to the first and second resurrection. The first is going to be with power.
Whoa. Control the heavens and the earth, man. Come on, bro. The true prophet's gonna have the power, man. Come on, bro. Ain't never changed, man. The Lord ain't never changed, man.
Did Moses? Okay, with that story right there, he say dealing with the time in Egypt.
Yeah.
Who came out on the other side? Who came out of the furnace? Moses. Did he have the power when he came out?
God.
He had the power, man.
He ain't had no army, he had the Lord.
He had the Lord. Joshua, Caleb.
That's right, man.
All right.
Hailstones fell from heaven and killed all the enemies for Joshua.
Man, even Yahawashi had to go through that affliction, man.
He did.
He was tempted for 40 days.
Hey, by Esau.
After
by
being
Esau.
baptized and the spirit descending on him like a dove.
But also in the carnal sense, he went through the affliction and living under rule of the Romans.
Come on, bro.
All right? That's the
affliction.
furnace of affliction.
Hey, man, that was
Because
affliction.
you see what happened shortly after his death,
Come on, bro.
70 AD.
Come on.
The murder of the apostles and the saints of the Lord, and then the sack of Jerusalem, man, 70
After
AD.
that was Pompey.
Nah, that's right. That's right. Come on, bro.
Destroyed all them Grecians.
That happened in 79 AD.
79 AD. 9 years after that. The Lord ain't playing with us, man. The Lord ain't playing.
Nah, man.
You're going to learn today.
And the nations is the
God.
furnace, man.
God.
Learn today.
Okay? That's the furnace that we have to go through. They're not the smith. Yahawashi said he brought us.
What?
He brought us through the furnace.
Two
Us.
hand
But
sword.
he's standing on the other side, since y'all want to think carnal. He think he's standing on one side of the furnace. He let go through the metal, all right? And he bring us forth out on the other side and form us, fashion us into his glorious body.
And
Come
it's
on,
still
man.
going on to this day.
Come on,
It's
man.
still going on. Come on, man. Because last time I checked, the Lord ain't cracked the sky.
Come on, man.
Last time I checked.
Hey, come.
Maybe it happened already. I was asleep. I don't know.
Hey,
Hey, come on, talk to me, man. Where you want to go?
Isaiah 6 and 5. Isaiah 6 and 5. We're going to show you, give you another example. We showed you the nation, all right, of Israel coming out of the furnace, all right? Now we're going to show you on the individual level how the Lord do it. This is referring to people, man.
Isaiah 6 verse 5. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips.
Just like the nation right now, all right? We unclean. So what the Lord going to have to do? Go ahead.
And I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips.
Go ahead.
For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts.
Yeah.
Then flew one of the seraphs unto me,
Then flew one of the angels to the brother Isaiah.
one of the carpenters,
Come on.
having a live coal in his hand.
Having a live coal. All right? Doesn't the smith blow up the fire on the coal and bring forth an instrument? Isn't the angels his ministering spirits? All right? So the brother Isaiah say an angel had a live coal. All right? In his hand. Come on.
Which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar.
Come on.
And he laid it upon my mouth,
And he laid it on the brother's mouth.
and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips,
And what it did,
And thy iniquity is taken away.
he was restored. He was refined.
And thy sin purged.
He was purged of all his wickedness, man. Okay? He was fashioned, man, into a more glorious body, man, as far as his spirit, man. You get the point. All right? And that's on the individual level.
Come on.
All right? Now let's get to Ezekiel 22:17. Ezekiel 22:17. The angel put the coal on the brother mouth and took away, meaning restored the brother, man.
That's right, God.
Restored the brother, refined the brother. Okay?
Ezekiel 22, verse 17. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross.
The house of Israel is dross, like some old metal. Like gold, when you find it, take it out the earth, it's dross.
Dog.
It's dull. It's dross. All right? Go ahead.
All they are brass.
All brass, metals, referring to the Israelites. Come on.
And tin.
And tin, metals, referring to the Israelites.
And
come on.
iron.
And iron. Come on.
And lead.
And lead. Come on.
In the midst of the furnace.
In the midst of what?
The furnace.
Who is the furnace? The nations, man, like we is right now. We're in the midst of the furnace, cuz. Come on.
There are even the dross of silver.
Come on.
Therefore said the Lord Yahweh.
Who gonna say it up?
The Lord Yahweh.
Let's see what he say. Come on.
Because you are become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you unto the midst of Jerusalem.
So the Lord gonna gather all these metals. The smith, that's what the smith do before he start working, right?
God.
He gather the metals, right?
Right.
Let's see what he gonna do.
As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead
Just like a smith do. Come on.
and tin into the midst of the furnace
Hey, come on.
to blow the fire upon it,
Who gonna blow the fire on it up?
to blow the fire upon it to melt it.
See, the Lord say he gonna blow the fire on it and melt it.
So will I,
So with what?
so will I
Come on.
gather you
Come on.
in my anger
Come on.
and in my fear.
Read.
And I will leave you there
Read.
and melt you.
And who?
And melt you.
That's what he doing. The Lord said he gonna do that.
Come on, man.
That's the smith.
Come on, man.
That's the smith.
Describing how the other heathens do it. As they gather. As they. But I will do it. Come on. Come on, brother.
Just how a goldsmith
The
would
same
do.
way.
But this ain't literal, talking about a literal goldsmith. It's metaphoric, man. And it's the Lord himself who's playing the role as the smith right here. He say, I will gather you like a carnal goldsmith do.
That's right, huh?
And all these metals, and I will put you in the furnace. All right, and he will melt you, man. He will use the other
leave
nations
you
as
there.
the furnace. They're
Come.
not the smith, bro.
Come on, brother.
They're
and
the smith.
and leave you there.
All right,
They need to still, brother.
they not the smith.
In Isaiah 54, huh?
The nation's the smith, not in Isaiah 54. And these precepts we read. So the Lord is playing the role of the smith here.
That's right, huh?
Man, let's read that one again, brother.
Come on,
Please do. Start at 17.
This is Ezekiel 22 and 17.
And I advise you, brothers, man, read this chapter.
God.
Because when you read the whole chapter, it's referring to Israel, man. All right? Go ahead.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
Come on.
Son of man,
Yeah.
the house of Israel is to me become dross, and all they are brass, and tin, and iron, and lead, in the midst of the furnace.
In the midst of the furnace, in the midst of Babylon, meaning the under captivity of the Edomites right now. No matter where you at, if it's in America, Europe, Australia, Africa, you still be Rome, wherever you at, man.
The earth was given into the hands of the wicked.
Come on, brother, go ahead.
Netherlands, all
And
that.
that's what we're in the midst of. Come on,
And iron, and lead, in the midst of the furnace.
come on.
They are even the dross of silver.
Yeah,
Therefore said the Lord Yahweh,
read.
because you are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you in the midst of Jerusalem,
Come on.
as they gather silver and brass and iron.
As a smith do, the
As a
Lord say
smith
he
do.
gonna do the same thing
Let me
with
say
the,
it
with
one more
the,
time.
with the Israelites.
Read, man. Heel pro. It's heel pro. As they gather silver and brass and iron, and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I.
So I'm gonna play the role of a
Come.
smith.
Sweet.
All right.
You gotta read like, you know, the elementary. So
God.
will I.
God.
So will
You gotta simplify it for Israel, man.
The brothers don't know. They don't know.
I mean, but we gonna edify. Hopefully, we can edify the elect, though.
You know, we just being funny.
Yeah.
We're serious about
We
this.
want to
God.
edify you, brothers, man, to show you really what it's talking about. No, you're right. We want to edify you, man. Truly
Which means to build up.
Exactly. And that's what we read right here. Because the Lord is the example. All right? So if he the smith, we also smith too.
Yeah.
All right? We that instrument that the Lord bring forth to do things. So we got to build and break down too. It say that in Jeremiah 1.
Right.
He was set up to build to break down and then to build back up. All right?
You had to get the memo, man. Teachers are talking about on the spiritual plane and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of people like to stick on the carnal stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a spiritual, plane behind it, bro. Another dimension. That's what we like.
Even I think in Mark it said that we're builders.
Yeah.
Because what the builders do, they rejected the chief cornerstone, man, which was Yahawashi.
That's right. Come on, that's what so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
And melt you. But leave us where? In the furnace, under the captivity of these nations. All right? That's where the Lord left us at, man. All right? Under Babylon, man. All right? This is the furnace. Go ahead.
Yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath.
The Lord say he going to gather you and blow upon you, bloweth the coal in the fire, and do what?
And you shall be melted in the midst thereof.
See, in this case, all right, the Lord is not going to refine us, man. He wasn't showing mercy right there. But the point is that we're referred to as metals. And the Lord is referred to as the smith. All right? That's the point of that, man.
For spirits on the carpet.
We're going to get to it. Proverbs.
Proverbs 27:17.
Come on.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
Iron sharpeneth iron. Once again, referring to us as metal.
So a man sharpen the countenance of his friend.
And that's what we're doing, man. We sharpening the countenance of the brothers, the hopefully elect, man. All right? The edification of the scriptures, man. All right? Second Chronicles 24. All right? Now we're going to jump to this and deal with this Zechariah, these carpenters, man. And show you that that's not referring to the nation, but it's referring to the Lord's angels, the ministering spirits, man. Okay? The same one that put that coal on that brother's mouth, man. And destroyed that brother, man. All right? Playing the what? Playing the role of a what? Smith. All right? He restored that brother, man. I mean, those brothers talk about that a lot.
Exactly.
I mean, see, ain't no other group of four spirits. Come on.
Second Chronicles 2:24, verse 12. Right?
Yeah.
And the king in Judah gave it to such as did the work of the servant of the house of the Lord.
So the king, which is Yahawashi, all right? I'm just using this as an example, all right? The king, he gave the order, all right, to do what, huh?
And hired masons.
And hired masons, all right? We're going to show you that the Lord got masons that he hired. Go ahead.
And carpenters.
And what?
Carpenters.
See, the Lord hired carpenters as well.
To repair the house of Israel. The house of the Lord.
Okay, and this is in the carnal sense.
This is the carnal sense.
All right, now we're going to show you it in the spiritual sense.
See, that's carnal.
That's carnal.
That's carnal.
The king, all right, he gave the order to the carpenters, all right, to the masons to build the house of the Lord.
That's right, that's the carnal too.
All right, now we're going to give you the king, all right, which is Yahawashi, through the spirit, man. All right, he's going to hire some carpenters as well. Zechariah 1:18.
Once again, you're going spiritual. It's another plane. That temple that you can't see.
Come on.
Zechariah 1:20.
Go to 18. 18. Yeah. That's what we want to deal with your horns. You know what I'm saying?
Then lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, four horns.
Four horns. Okay? And I'm going to show you that in 17. Show you what those four horns represent. All right? The horns represent the nations, man. All right? We're just going to get a quick precept to prove that. Go ahead.
These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth.
To the point, all right? And on your own time, you read into it, and then you'll see four kingdoms, man. All right? And that's the four horns, man.
You see the statue.
Yeah.
The image of the statue. answered me, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem.
These are the nations. These are the nations. All right? Take our time, man.
These are the horns
These are the nations.
which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem.
That's what that's referring to, man. All right? These are the horns, meaning the nations. Going back to those 4 beasts, those 4 kings. All right, in the book of Daniel, man. It started with Israel.
And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters.
Now, the Lord showed the 4 carpenters. All right, he's getting the vision, man. We're going high, man. Showed the 4 carpenters, and we know when you look up that word carpenter, man, it goes into figuratively saying that it's skillful to destroy.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
That's what it's saying.
That's right.
Skillful to destroy. All right? We're not talking about home improvement here, man. Okay? This is spiritual, man. All right? This is symbolic, man. All right? This is metaphoric, man. These are dark sayings, man. All right? Read.
Then said I, what come these to do? That's the question. And he spake, saying, these, referring to the horns, are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head.
See? That's the nation.
Holy means it's going to tell
Something else.
the carpenters. You got to know how to read the symbols there. Colon is a different thought.
No, you know,
People don't know English, man.
break it down for them. Edify them, man. You got to edify them.
Okay.
They got, because brothers might not know.
They might not know. So when you see a colon, it's going into something else.
Con.
Always.
Con.
When you see a pro before a paragraph, it could be talking something in Revelation in the book of Isaiah. You see what I'm saying? It's not.
No, yeah, bring it up. You got to edify them, man. We out here to teach. We out here to edify and hopefully elect, man.
Okay.
All right?
Colon. But these, before to the 4 carpenters, are come to frame them.
And we know that word freight means terror. All right? This is what the Lord used. All right? It's let's get a precept, bro.
Okay.
Hebrews 1:7. All right. Let's get a precept. Come on. All right, because these carpenters represent Yahawashi, man. This is what the Lord used, man. The Lord not coming himself. All right, he sent his angels, man. He always has, man. This is an example.
Hebrews 1, verse 7. And of the angels, he said, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire.
See? They his ministers, man.
Angels and spirits.
All right? Come on, jump to 14.
Hebrews 1, verse 14. Are they not all ministering spirits?
See, they all ministering spirits.
Are they not all ministering spirits?
Ministering spirits that serve the Lord. All right? Whether they come like when you read about Ezekiel, all right, he say the spirit of the Lord came to me. All right?
Well, the spirit snatched me up.
Or the spirit snatched me, the spirit took me away. All right? Or you read Ezra. You say the angel conversed with him. The spirit of the Lord was sent unto him, to minister unto him. And whether it's to minister you to show you a vision, a prophecy, or they can come in protection.
That's right.
Like when you read
Lot
and the Maccabees. I mean, the Maccabees, you know, so they're ministering spirits.
It says, are they not all ministering spirits?
Hebrews 1:14 says that the all ministering spirits, go ahead,
Sent forth to minister
sent forth to serve, go ahead,
for them who shall be heirs of salvation.
come the elect, man. Come on, man. That's what the angels do. So now
Hey, bro, I got a real quick scripture to verify that Israel are the builders, and we're supposed to be exalting not ourselves and not other men, but Yahawashi being the chief cornerstone. This is Mark 12 and 10. Come. And have ye not read this scripture? The stone which the builders rejected is become the head of the corner.
and a lot of guys are rejecting Yahawashi, man, and they teach us, man. All right, like I always say, man, the love that you should have for the Lord should outweigh the hate that That'll make you
rely on
allow the Lord.
knowing that what they say, but just, you know,
Con.
just trying to be contrary, you know,
Con.
striking with the brother.
Exactly.
Because you got an agenda, a vendetta.
And I always tell these brothers, see, we don't have nothing to lose.
That's right.
All right? We don't got no congregation.
No.
All right? That we have to trim the word for. All right? We don't got nothing to lose, man. So we can actually bring out this truth, man.
That's right.
All right? Like as the scriptures say. You see what I'm saying? Without fear of anything. What's up?
You want to say shalom?
Yeah, shalom.
We'll be in peace. You know, come here.
Yeah, the brother said shalom to the brothers. He told me to send that message.
God, shalom, shalom.
Shalom to you too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And all the hopefully elect, man. This is for y'all. This go over the scriptures for yourself. All right, don't allow yourself to be manipulated or pushed into a doctrine, man, and overloaded with doctrine. All right, because it got to be eloquent.
Yeah.
All right, and make it sound good, man.
That's right.
All right, the Lord word is simple.
Amen.
All right, because guys are being intimidated into believing doctrines.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
that's been going on all the way since 1 West, man. They intimidate you into believing their doctrines.
Well, that's what a heretic is. The word heretic means a follower of false doctrine.
Yeah, but these guys are actually intimidate guys. I done heard of guys getting beat up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And 1 West getting actually physically beat up because they disagree with doctrine, man.
Or asking questions.
And these asking questions. All right? A wicked man. You know?
The Lord said just dust your feet off.
God.
Exactly. He didn't say beat them
He
up.
said be ready to give an answer to all men.
He didn't say beat the people up, man. All right? He didn't say curse the brother out. All right? He said dust your feet off, man. All right?
Dust your feet off, man. And just teach what you teach.
That's exactly, bro.
And the Lord gonna get the increase.
God.
The Lord gives the increase.
That's
You gotta
right.
have faith in that.
That's right.
That's it.
A lot of guys want to be super duper Israelites, man. All right? You know?
You break the commandments of Yahawashai, you offend brothers.
Yeah.
Number one thing, the Lord said don't offend your brother. That's number one before anything.
And you saying something that the brother didn't say, that's bearing false witness.
Yeah.
You know, the guys hate it.
Yeah, we can go into all these doctrines and deep mysteries, but if you can't do that, man, you know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't dealing with that type of spirit, man.
Scriptures say that too. You can have the tongue of angels, man, and have all knowledge and wisdom and understanding, but if you don't have charity, which is agape love, you know what I'm saying, then you don't got nothing, bro.
That's why we just be right here, man. We ain't got no materials, man.
God.
We ain't trying to be over nobody.
That's what that
We
hate.
got individual beliefs on something, but we still come together because the Lord.
And that's what make brothers hate. That's when that spirit of hate come in. When brothers have agenda. You know what I'm saying? You're only